A longer one this time, and there is Sedgley, and Linekar was in there. It was hooked away by Chettle from behind the goalkeeper, and Sedgley has a shot. Well, Forest had men back there, and Mark Crossley was pleased about it because the ball went behind him as Linekar tried to get in, and there was good cover. Chettle notably was there for Forest as Linekar forced the ball past the keeper. Number 5, Chettle clears. Glover. Oh, that's a good little ball. Gary Charles was well forward.
Definitely a foul. There's an injury there, Paul Gascoigne, who was the one who lunged for Gary Charles. Gary Charles, for me, could be very much a key player because the way Howells is shadowing Clough, Spurs haven't got anyone out wide, and he can make these sort of runs here. Paul Gascoigne, I mean, it's a terrible tackle. I mean, you know, mistimed, he was never going to get the ball, and very rash, and he's hurt himself doing it. And it's not his strongest point. We've had 2 now bad challenges from him, although he's settled down, keeping possession in his normal manner, and he's enjoying the fact that he's not, in fact, got a man marker on him today.
What a splendid shot by the Forest captain to give Brian Clough's team the lead in the cup final. And what Gascoigne did in the semi-final against Arsenal, Pearce produces against Tottenham in the final. Superbly driven, Gascoigne still hobbling after giving away the free kick, from which Pearce puts Forest into the lead. It's the perfect strike with the left foot. 16 minutes gone. Gascoigne is down, and the Tottenham physio rushing onto the pitch. Now we have all sorts of drama here. He looks to be in a bad way, and the substitute is already being prepared. Early in this cup final, with Spurs still not having really recovered from the shell shock of the Stuart Pearce goal, they lose the man whose individual performances were so responsible for getting them to the cup final. As Linekar catches Chettle on the wrong side for a moment there. Following up here is Samways. That's Allen's touch, offside. Offside. Gary Linekar put the ball in the net, but the linesman on the near side is flagging. It won't stand. This is Paul Allen who makes it possible. Now, well, if you're level, you're onside. And they've got 5 forwards up here. Glover, number 10, Ian Woan again. Oh, chances here. Gary Crosby was free. Thorstvedt saves. And what an opportunity for Forest to have gone 2-0 up. Eric Thorstvedt gets the credit.
Well, I think you've got to credit Thorstvedt there. He spread himself. It was an excellent move.
Stewart. Oh, it's a good ball to Linekar. A real opportunity here for Tottenham. Penalty. Now, what does the referee do about the goalkeeper? Linekar has been brought down by Crossley. Spurs have a penalty, but in the Football League this season, referees have been sending goalkeepers off if they call it a deliberate foul to prevent a goal-scoring opportunity. I don't think he should be sent off, because I think a penalty is a just enough punishment for an incident like that. And I hope the referee agrees with me. But Gary Linekar is the man who takes the Tottenham penalties, and now on his shoulders, shades here of the World Cup. And Crossley has saved it, and follows Dave Besant as a goalkeeper who saves a penalty in an FA Cup final. Extraordinary. Now Brian Clough just wipes his chin. And just got a quick shot of Paul Walsh there. But here's Paul Allen, and Paul Stewart with a chance for Spurs. And the equaliser! Paul Stewart scores, and Spurs are back in the cup final. Nayim got the ball across to Paul Allen, who really made inroads there. Linekar was one side of him, but Stewart was the other. And Stewart, coming in from the angle, drives that with great accuracy and venom past the right hand of Crossley and into the far corner. And Paul Stewart, who scored Spurs' first FA Cup goal at Blackpool in the third round, which suggests it might be an outswinger. They've got Sedgley there too. Howells is in there. Oh, clawed away by Crossley.
Cup for Spurs.
Instead, it's 30 minutes of extra time. Quite a common occurrence in recent Wembley finals. And just wonder whether Paul Gascoigne will be watching this in hospital. But Terry Venables' team came back without him to turn things round in the second half. And now will Brian Clough get some words across to his team, but perversely he sits on the bench, does not move, feels no need to go over and say anything, and he leaves it to Archie Gemmill and Liam O'Kane. Den Hauwe. Here comes Walsh. That's looping a bit, hit the bar. Extraordinary from Paul Walsh, who can't believe his luck. The goalkeeper's injured, but this was a real looper from the left side by Paul Walsh over Crossley against the crossbar, and the keeper hurt as he fell behind the line. Certainly he beat Gary Charles very well here in the air, Paul Walsh, and he wasn't quick enough backpedaling, was he, Mark Crossley? Corner to Spurs. In goes Stewart. Oh, a chance at the far side, and it's in! An own goal, I think.
I think it was Des Walker actually got the last touch.
It went in off a Forest player, and Spurs are in the lead for the first time in this cup final from the corner. And Des Walker has the misfortune to put the ball in his own net. Both forward. Pearce is in the thick of it. Here's Charles! That one fizzed through the crowd. The ball, oh, it's given it away straight to Laws. And Spurs not distinguishing themselves in trying to keep possession. They do better just to play normally, I would think. Here's Walsh. And there it is. Tottenham Hotspur have won the FA Cup for a record 8th time. And Brian Clough has failed at his 34th attempt with Des Walker's own goal, unluckily for him, being decisive in extra time. Terry Venables triumphant at the end of a season when there has been so much backroom turmoil.